On our first date, he asked me, "Do you trust me to order for you?" "Sure," I said, because he seemed nice and I wanted to be easygoing. We were at Marcello's, this Italian place he picked. He'd been charming all night and I was actually having fun. But then our server came to the table and her whole face changed when she saw him. Her smile disappeared and she went white like she'd just realized something horrible. "What can I get you to?" Her voice came out shaky and she wouldn't stop staring at my date. He didn't seem to notice and started listing our order without looking at the menu. "We'll have the bruschetta, then the lady will have the mushroom risotto, and I'll take the carbonara. 2 glasses of the house Chianti." The server wrote it down, but her hand was shaking. She kept glancing at me with desperate eyes like she was trying to tell me something. "Actually, I don't really like mushrooms," I said once she walked away. His smile got tight and he grabbed my hand across the table harder than seemed normal. "Trust me, their mushroom risotto is different. You'll love it." The way he said it wasn't a suggestion. It was an order. My stomach turned because something felt off. When the server brought our wine, her hands were shaking so bad that my glass splashed everywhere. "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry," she said, staring directly into my eyes. "Let me get you a fresh glass." She grabbed my wine and practically ran to the bar before I could say it was fine. My date's jaw got tight. Service here is usually way better, but that made me wonder how he'd know unless he came here all the time. He knew exactly what to order without the menu. He told me which bathroom to use because one had a broken lock. He even knew the owner's name was Giuseppe, like they were friends. "Do you come here a lot?" I asked. Something shifted in his eyes before he smiled. "Few times. It's a good spot for dates." The way he said dates made my chest feel heavy. How many women had sat here listening to him say that? Our appetizer came and he checked his watch 3 times in 5 minutes like he was waiting for something. The server kept coming back even though we didn't need anything. She'd refill full water glasses and ask if my drink tasted right even though I hadn't touched it. Then the bartender came out carrying our entrees himself, which made no sense. He set down my date's pasta and reached for my risotto but knocked into my wine glass. "So sorry, let me get you a fresh one." He grabbed it before I could protest. I watched him pour it down the sink and fill a new glass from a different bottle under the counter. When he brought it back, the server was against the wall watching us, and she looked scared. The entire staff seemed panicked, and I couldn't figure out why. "I need to use the bathroom," I said, standing up fast. I pushed open the door and a woman in a black dress was at the sink. When we made eye contact in the mirror, she grabbed my arm hard. "Leave right now. Don't drink anything. Don't eat anything. Don't go back to that table. Just run." Then she rushed out before I could process it. My heart was pounding because everyone was acting like I was in danger, but I didn't understand from what. I stood there frozen when the server came through the door. "Are you okay?" The cheerful voice was gone. I shook my head. "What's happening?" She checked the door and her eyes looked wet. "That guy you're with. He's been coming here for 6 months and every time he brings a different woman. Always orders for them. Always the mushroom risotto and house wine. And every time, about 30 minutes after they eat, the woman gets really sick. Dizzy, confused, can't walk straight. Then he helps them to his car and they leave." I felt weak. "How many women?" Her voice broke. "4 that we've seen. We called the cops after the second one, but they said they can't do anything without proof. None of the women came back. None reported it. So the bartender started watching security footage and caught him. He slips something into their drinks when they look away. That's why we kept swapping your glass. He never got the chance to touch it." Everything clicked. The constant interruptions, the switched drinks, the warning, the scared looks. The entire staff had spent the night protecting me from becoming victim number 5. My date was sitting out there right now waiting for me to come back and drink from a glass he thought he'd already poisoned.